what I want you to do now is, if it's okay with you, just close your eyes. Just let your eyes just begin to close. And the purpose of this is to begin to allow yourself to go very deep, or certainly prepare yourself to go very, very, very deep. And so what I'm going to get you to do is imagine right now that you're sitting on a beach. Now this particular beach has got the whitest of whitest sand, and you are sitting very comfortably just at the shoreline. Now this is an interesting shoreline. It's almost like the waves just come right up to you, just inches away from you. They don't come any further. And they always come to this point for some reason. But it's just very tiny little waves, and you can almost just hear it like a just a as the water just comes right up to you. So I'd like you to imagine that you can actually see a stick, a little stick that you see in your hand. So as you begin to see that little stick in your hand, what you begin to notice is that this little stick in your hand creates this opportunity for you to start writing numbers. So I want you to imagine that you're writing the number 100 just in the sand. And as you write the number 100, you begin to see the wave. It just comes and it just washes that number away. So now you write the number 99, and the wave just washes that number away. And then you write the number 98, and the wave just washes that number away. You can almost see the water going into the indentation in the sand, and it just dissolves the number away. As you now write 97 in the sand, it just washes it all away. You write 96 and it just washes it all away. And as it begins to wash all the numbers away, you begin to start feeling yourself going to an altered space. It's like you're starting to float up above now, and you can see yourself below you now writing 96 in the sand, and just 95, 94, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, and washing away all the numbers away. And as you're much higher now, you begin to notice the number 88 is a very prosperous number. It's like two infinity symbols. It's like incredible abundance. And what you start to understand is that you're at a particular place right now, very high, way, way above you now. And you're at a particular point, at a very specific point. This specific point is a time in your life when you are now with an incredible mentor. Now, this particular mentor is an amazing mentor. In fact, this particular very wise mentor, you find yourself sitting next to this mentor. And this mentor somehow is able to share with you all the secrets of the universe. It's almost like you are about to learn how to create create incredible abundance. And this mentor begins to show you some drawings and perhaps some words. And what happens is this particular mentor is starting to show you that there's something very important that you need to understand in the context of abundance. So this particular mentor, what this mentor is doing is this mentor soon enough begins to let you know that anything such as stress, such as any sort of pressure, such as anything that creates any sort of tension, it takes away from your abundance. It takes away from all sorts of things. Now, so what I'm going to get you to begin to understand is that all tensions, all needs and wants and all of those frustrations that you may have in the pursuit of achieving your goals actually creates a block. So I want you now to just release all of the blocks. Just imagine it's almost like a white light, a very, very powerful white light is now just above you. And this powerful, powerful white light is now beginning to just release any stresses, any tensions, any issues whatsoever are beginning to just dissolve. And this mentor is explaining as you are now feeling and sensing the white light coming into you. This mentor is simply saying, focus on any pressures, any stresses in your body, and just allow the white light to pour into those areas. And if you allow the white light to pour into those areas, you will start to feel those areas unwind, release, and you'll begin to just allow. And now this mentor is sharing with you the power of allowing. And he starts to say that you are very special. There is something very special about you. Chances are that you have been here on earth before, perhaps many times, and you have learned so much about people. You have learned so much about how we manifest. And you are in truth quite a master manifester. You can actually make many, many things happen. However, at times you have forgotten that it's about creating a sense of ease. So he's reminding you of this. He's simply saying any tension, any frustration, any anger, sadness, guilt, blame, shame, and fear will get in the way of your manifesting. So now as you let this white light begin to come all the way into you, you begin to even feel that your tensions as well as your stresses are just melting away. You begin to feel them starting to shrink. It's almost like they're evaporating into a void. And as all of these tensions evaporate into a void, you start to feel yourself relaxing. It's almost like your muscles are unwinding. Just little by little, you can begin to feel all your muscles unwinding. You might feel little pieces of tightness here and there, but that's just telling you that those muscles are now unwinding. You're beginning to feel quite at ease, quite relaxed. And you begin to start tapping into a higher level wisdom. Now, in a moment, not now, there will be another light coming into you, and this is a golden light. And so you start to see the white light is beginning to change to a golden light now. And this golden light is causing another set of insights coming to you. And these insights are almost like ancient knowledge. The ancient knowledge that is coming into you is something that you already know, and that is to receive, you need to give. And you know to give the best of you, to give kindness, to give care, to give thought, to give concern. And these things you know, but behind these things, there is some more wisdom coming. And the wisdom is saying that as you connect with people, that is where your abundance will come. Every time you have a conversation, you are creating more and more opportunities for abundance. It's almost like the more conversations you have and the more present you are in those conversations, the more abundance will come. And you begin to get a sense that you are connecting with people at a much deeper level. It's almost like they know that you actually do care. You really, really do care. It is your level of care that is palpable. It can be seen. It can be felt. And this level of care is a kindness that one wonderful human being gives to another. And when a human being gives this level of kindness and care, it is received, it is perceived, it is understood. And it's almost the law of reciprocity, that as you give, the universe will give. As you give, the universe will give. Abundance, 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 abundance. And you become to know that you will understand at a very, very deep level that you are a master manifester. You have done this before, perhaps in another life, and you have already mastered the art, and all this is doing is just reminding you that reciprocity is giving your best to receive the best that the universe can give to you. And what you will come to understand as this golden light continues to pour into you, you begin to notice that your mentor is starting to reflect the color of this golden light. It's almost like he is looking at you intently because he knows what you need to know next. And you get a sense that he is about to share something with you that is very important in the context of manifesting. And what he is about to say, you will listen very closely and you will take this on. As he says, you rarely get what you want. You will sometimes get what you need, but you will always get what you expect. Abundance, abundance. So what you need to do now is need to raise your expectations. If you want more, you need to raise your expectations. Because the truth is, the universe doesn't care how much money you make. The universe doesn't care for money at all. It knows that it is just an energy. It also knows that it is just zeros and ones in bank accounts. It's hardly even paper these days that it's printed on, or coins that it is minted on. It knows that money just comes in zeros and ones through computer programs. And you can have as much as you choose. Of course, you get a sense that he's about to share something even more profound. And that is, don't hunger for money. Hungering for money will only leave you hungry. Allow it to come. Just allow it to come. Expect it to come. It's almost like all you need to do every day when you begin in your working day. Allow yourself to give the best of you. Help in the best and most profound way. Understand, listen, and care. And have the expectation that all of what you give will be reciprocated. And just allow yourself to begin to, at a very deep level, adjust your neurology. And you may begin to notice that your neurology, the thoughts in your head, are found in the neurons in your brain. So as you begin to get these energies, all of these wisdoms, you will begin to notice that in your brain, your neurons, that all of these wisdoms are finding their home. So just let these wisdoms find that home. And you may begin to feel a certain part of your mind, perhaps a little bit warmer, or perhaps a little bit cooler than the rest of your head. And just allow these neurons to begin to get all of this information. So you will know how to create incredible abundance. And what you will find that you're doing is even the way that you are being is you are mastering language. You are taking your time. You are thinking clearly. You are connected to Source. It's almost like you don't even have to know what to say or do. You just trust that you will say and do the right thing. And all of these things will be connected deeply in your neurology. And all of your neurology will connected, deeply connected to Source. And it's almost as though you begin to now feel this golden light is glowing your brain, and your brain is quite rich. Very rich thoughts are in your mind. And as you get a sense in your very rich mind, it moves down to your caring heart. You can begin to almost feel the neural connections, the nervous system that connects to your heart. And you begin to notice that your heart is feeling a deep sense of peace, but equally a deep sense of joy. And as you begin to feel this, you start to notice that you're thinking more like a multimillionaire, in that you just know that money is going to come. You just know it's going to come. It's going to come very easily. Abundance. So you are just allowing it to zeros and ones, all those digits in the computer, are just connecting to the perfect source. It's almost like synchronicities will occur. Many synchronicities will occur. You will begin to find that opportunities will come to you. And that is, the more people you connect with, the more opportunities you're creating. So just by mere ratio, lots and lots of opportunities are coming. And there are many, many people who are getting a sense that you are extraordinary. They're getting a sense that you seem to be a person that they have never witnessed before. It's almost like you help them in profound ways. And it's almost every time they connect with you, they just seem to feel better about who they are as a human. Because you are an extraordinary human being. So as you get a sense that this extraordinary part of you is starting to become activated, it's waking up. This part of you, this rich part of you is waking up. It's more aware. You start to become very, very aware as to how to save money. You become very, very aware also how to make money. And you become very, very aware of your talents and skills and values. And you think to yourself, every day is an exciting day filled with opportunities. Because it's true. Every day is an exciting day of opportunities. And in a moment, not now, you will get a sense as the mentor and you both just seem to stand. You seem to get up at the same time. It's almost like you're in synchronicity. And you begin to notice that they come up to you and they give you a very deep, deep hug in this moment. And as you get this, you begin to realize that this mentor, as they connect with you, you begin to understand that the mentor is giving you even more. Somehow, almost through osmosis, you start to feel this energy connecting you to this mentor. And it's almost like this energy is cleansing and clearing you. It's almost like you feel like every single fear that you have ever had is just melting away, which causes you to feel curious. You start to think, what would life be like completely without fear? What would life be like completely without fear? Abundance, 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 abundance. And you start to get a sense of yourself. It's almost like you can now see yourself outside of yourself. And you begin to notice yourself without fear. It's almost like you have a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility. And it is this sense of peace and tranquility he now shares is what creates abundance. Abundance, 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 abundance. And you might find that from this point forward, making money is easier. It's so easy because one phone call solutions just waiting for you now as you start to discover that they are coming to mind now. Why? Because fear is dissolving. And as fear dissolves, you almost get a sense that you can even make those bigger calls. And you start aiming higher. And now you begin to get a sense of yourself as a child. And there you are under an apple tree. And as a child under the apple tree, you see an apple. And you think to yourself, I can't get that apple. And you reach for it and it's just beyond your reach. And you think to yourself, I am a master manifester. And then you begin to see apples forming on the lower branches. And they seem to be growing quickly. And you just reach for an apple. And you just take it off the tree. And it's perfectly ripe. In fact, it's the best apple that you've ever seen. And you begin to eat the apple. And as you eat the apple, you get the ancient wisdom. And what you might find is as you eat more fruit, you start to get the fruit of the universe. Because there is messages in good, healthy food. Abundance. There are many messages. And your job is to get the keys. And you will get these keys in the fruit. And you will find that every time you eat fruit, it's almost like it's making you wiser and wiser, brighter and brighter, calmer and calmer. And you will begin to find that all the wisdom in the fruit will start to unlock new ideas. You will find ways of manifesting even more because you are a master manifester. And in a moment, not now, you'll begin to notice that you're now moving from that orchard and you are now coming all the way back to the beach. And in a moment, not now, you will see again a stick in your hand and the tide just coming up to you, only a short distance away from you, inches, centimeters. And the tide just comes as in a moment, not now, we're going to count from 5 to 1. And when we get to 1, you come back to the room. Wiser, calmer, brighter, abundance. As you write the number 5, just allowing yourself to lock all these ancient wisdoms, all these insights in the special place where all special insights are kept. Writing the number 4 as you begin to feel yourself energetically finding more reserves, more energy, more power, more focus, more grounded, more clear, more present, more in the now, as the water just washes 4 away. And then 3, beginning to feel free, knowing that you can create whatever you choose. As you come back to 2, feeling too ready to do what you know to do. As very gently, very easily, you see the final wave recede to show you 1. abundance, 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 abundance.